As anticipated, Vasudha, a fierce start to the winter session of Parliament, with the opposition demanding a discussion on the contentious special intensive revision of electoral rules and walking out in protest. Earlier in the day, Prime Minister launched a scathing attack on the opposition, accusing it of using Parliament to vent out its frustration over electoral defeats. While the PM said the opposition must focus on delivery and not drama, the Congress hit back and called the PM the biggest dramebaz. A heated exchange, Vasudha, likely to dominate this session.
That's right, Veera. In fact, the government has proposed to pass 13 bills, and I was speaking to certain ministers, certain sources in the government, and they've made it very clear that they want a discussion on Vande Mataram. It's 150 years of Vande Mataram. It's going to be a renewed pitch on nationalism, even as Bengal elections are approaching. So that's also going to be a flashpoint. That discussion is expected to take place end of this week. But most importantly, there seems to be some fissures within the opposition parties when it comes to their demand for SIR. Several parties are demanding a complete no to anything in the parliament if there's no discussion on the special intensive revision of electoral rolls, specifically citing the number of BLOs who have committed suicide. They're saying that this is a humanitarian issue and it's an issue with a lot of importance, but the government has made it very clear that the larger electoral reforms can be discussed because it comes in the ambit of policy, but SIR discussion may not really happen because it's in the ambit of the Election Commission of India. What will happen tomorrow is something that we'll have to wait and watch.
Let's listen in to the reactions that came in from Parliament, from the Prime Minister to Priyanka Gandhi and to the Trinamool Congress, before we get to our special panel and special guests this evening.
ये सत्र संसद देश के लिए क्या सोच रही है, संसद देश के लिए क्या करना चाहती है, संसद देश के लिए क्या करने वाली है, इन मुद्दों पर केंद्रित होनी चाहिए। विपक्ष भी अपना दायित्व निभाएं, चर्चा में ऐसे मुद्दे उठाएं, मजबूत मुद्दे उठाएं, पराजय के निराशा में से बाहर निकल करके आए। और दुर्भाग्य है कि एक आध दो दल तो ऐसे हैं कि वो पराजय भी नहीं पचा पाते। और मैं सोच रहा था बिहार के नतीजे इतना समय हो गया है तो अब थोड़ा संभल गए होंगे, लेकिन कल जो मैं बयानबाजी सुन रहा हूं उनकी, तो उसे लगता है कि पराजय ने उनको परेशान करके रखा है। लेकिन मेरा सभी दलों से आग्रह है कि शीतकालीन सत्र में पराजय की बौखलाहट का वो मैदान नहीं बनना चाहिए और ये शीतकालीन सत्र विजय के अहंकार में भी परिवर्तित नहीं होना चाहिए।
I suggest that urgent issues like what you said, pollution, other issues, SIR, it is a huge issue for democracy. What is going on? Whether it's the election situation or the SIR, these are huge issues. Let's discuss them. What is Parliament for? Let's discuss them. Let them have a discussion. It's not drama. Speaking about issues, raising issues is not drama. Drama is not allowing discussion. Drama is not having a democratic discussion about issues that matter to the public. We've spoken about pollution. Why are we not raising it? Why are we not allowed to? Today I've asked for 0 hour on it. Why are we not allowed to discuss these things?
Sir, we gave this proposal in your presence. In your presence, Congress party was there, DMK was there, all of us, the Trinamool was there, all of us were there. And we agreed that whatever the wording be on electoral reform, we can have a discussion. The government was supposed to come back to us. Nobody has come back, but we are ready, sir, for a discussion here and now, and no one wants to disrupt this house, sir.
Yeah. TMC MP Sagarika Ghosh joins us now. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us on this broadcast. The government doesn't seem to have clearly said a no when it comes to a discussion on SIR. They say that a larger discussion on the issue of electoral reforms is possible because it falls in the ambit of policy making, something that the government is entrusted with. Why is the TMC specifically, and a lot of opposition parties, although I think that the Congress party is not really pushing for SIR so much as the TMC, why are certain parties so insistent on starting the winter session of the parliament with a discussion on SIR?
Vasudha, I think just quickly to correct you, I think all opposition parties are completely united in the demand for a discussion on electoral reforms and the need to strengthen the integrity and transparency of our electoral process. That's point number one. Now, coming to the substance of the issue, in a parliamentary democracy, Vasudha, Parliament is supreme. Now, the argument that the Election Commission cannot be discussed in Parliament is erroneous because a free and fair poll is at the very heart of parliamentary democracy, and free and fair poll is part of the basic structure of the Constitution. Legitimacy in a democracy flows from a free and fair poll, and the sanctity and integrity of the electoral roll concerns the citizen, concerns the voter, and Parliament is the forum, is the representative of the voter. We are the representative of the people. And Parliament is supreme in a parliamentary democracy. Therefore, the argument that the Election Commission cannot be discussed or is above parliamentary scrutiny is, in my view, erroneous. That's point number one. That's the constitutional issue. Now, the second issue, Vasudha, is a human issue. What we are looking at is a human tragedy. 55 lives have been affected by the SIR. I'll give you the latest figure. 39 are dead in Bengal. There have been 3 suicide attempts. 13 people are serious. This takes the impact of the SIR to 55. Now, this is a colossal human tragedy. The BLOs are committing suicide. BLOs are under tremendous pressure. The Election Commission has blood on its hands. And the fact is, this colossal human tragedy is taking place at a time when Parliament is in session and Parliament cannot keep silent. How can we keep silent on this colossal human tragedy? Now, the fact is, what we are saying is that this matter is an urgent issue. It is imperative that Parliament discusses it. The fact is, the BJP, which is so quick to always defend the Election Commission, if the BJP has nothing to hide, why doesn't it want a discussion? The fact is that the BAC yesterday, there was the Business Advisory Committee yesterday. The assurance was given that by 9 p.m. yesterday, they would tell us the timeline for the debate. Today in Parliament, we saw that the government was hedging. It tried to suggest that the opposition was divided. It tried to say that, not all opposition parties are on board. We will let you know when the discussion will take place. Why? This is not an opposition issue, Vasudha. This is an issue of every political party. It concerns a free and fair poll. It concerns the sanctity of the electoral roll. Every party should be invested in discussing this issue.
Ma'am, as you make that point emphatically, Veera Raghav here, will there be a united opposition and coordinated protests on this issue? For instance, if the Congress takes the lead tomorrow, will the Trinamool join in and back it out?
Veera Raghav, the opposition is completely united on this issue. There is no division within the opposition, contrary to what the government is trying to suggest. We are saying, call it what you want. You want to call it a discussion on electoral reform. You want to call it a discussion on the sanctity of the electoral process. 14 opposition parties unitedly are calling for a discussion on the SIR. Now, you see, Veera Raghav, the government has to recognize that, in Parliament, the opposition has to be given its time and space. You can't come to Parliament and treat it like a notice board and saying, I will only discuss what I want to discuss. Only my issues will be discussed. Whatever the opposition wants cannot be discussed. That is not Parliament. That is not the parliamentary democracy. Parliament is the home of the opposition. The opposition works in Parliament. In a parliamentary democracy, the opposition is supreme in Parliament. And what is the mandate of 2024, Veera Raghav? The BJP is not a majority government. It's got 240 seats. Opposition and alliance has got 234 seats. The mandate is for a strong opposition. So you cannot bulldoze the opposition in Parliament. You cannot just come to Parliament and say, we will discuss only what we want to discuss.
You're making a very, very strong point there. You've also made the clear point that there is an atmosphere of mistrust with the government. But I want to bring a larger issue here. How do you respond to the accusation as far as the SIR is concerned, whether it is the DMK, TMC or the left, given the grassroots strength of these parties and that they run the state governments, they are in a firm position to ensure fairness and transparency. In fact, they are scared of the SIR because they benefit from manipulated electoral rolls in those states. How would you respond to that accusation?
What about the colossal human tragedy, Veera Raghav? The fact is, we are not against the SIR. We are certainly not against the SIR. We are certainly saying, yes, SIRs have happened before, they must happen again. But you have to have national timelines. You cannot put these impossible deadlines on the BLOs where you have to match people's names physically, mind you, to the electoral roll of 2002. They have to go through reams of documents to find matches for the 2002 roll. Then they have to upload it on the app. And the app is faulty. They are being pressurized in a horrendous manner. They are under tremendous strain, and therefore they are not being able to cope. And citizens are panic stricken. You have created this terror of documents. Bring this document, bring that document, bring your mother's birth certificate, your father's birth certificate. People are not able to find it. The common public are not able to find these documents. So what we are saying is, certainly please have an SIR. But please be rational about the timelines. Don't hurry it. Don't put this kind of impossible deadlines. Don't put pressure on the BLOs. These are human beings. Let us rationalize the timelines and then continue with the SIR. Why was the SIR of 2002, 2003 not such a problem? Why were people not taking their lives in 2002, 2003? Why is it happening now? So this colossal human tragedy that is unfolding before our eyes, Parliament cannot stay silent.
Okay. Sagarika ma'am, before I let you go, there's also another issue that the government wants to discuss, and this is the 150th year of Vande Mataram, and they want to also talk about Bengali nationalism, and of course Bengal elections are coming up. How is the TMC looking at this? What would your position be?
We are extremely happy to discuss the 150 years of Vande Mataram. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay is a great son of Bengal. He's an icon of our Bengal culture. We are certainly very happy to have a discussion on this issue. But the point is, what is the priority here? The priority at the moment are the lives that are being lost in this SIR exercise. Human life is being lost. Why can't the government understand this? Voters are being pushed into a panic situation. BLOs are frantic. They're wrestling with anxiety, and not just in Bengal, across India. So why is the government not recognizing the urgency and human suffering that is taking place because of this SIR exercise, which is why we're saying, please continue with your scheduled discussions, whatever you want to discuss. The opposition wants the House to run. We want the House to function. Of course, we want to participate in discussions. But why can we not have this discussion at the very start on the SIR process? There is every political party should be invested in this process. Let us have this discussion, and then certainly we can move on to the government's legislative agenda.
You made your point very clear, Sagarika Ghosh. Thanks very much for joining us here. Obviously, it's going to be another stormy day, perhaps in Parliament tomorrow as well. But joining us this evening is Sujata Paul of the Congress, Ghanshyam Tiwari of the Samajwadi Party, Pattabhiran Komareddy of the Telugu Desam Party, and Radhika Khera, spokesperson of the BJP. Radhika Khera, you heard Sagarika Ghosh there. The categorical point being made is that discuss this first and then we are open to every other discussion. Why is it that the government does not want to allow the opposition to raise the issue that it wants to raise in Parliament? Respond. Radhika Khera, can you hear me?
Am I audible now?
Please unmute yourself, Radhika Khera.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are now. Please go ahead.
Good evening to everyone. And you know what we have been seeing for the past 11 years? 11 years, every time there's a parliament session, the entire opposition starts this entire drama first outside the parliament, and when they are inside the parliament, they rush to the well, they create this arajak behavior over there. And when they say that they want to discuss something, if you remember, I will not go very far. I'll just go to the last section where the opposition said that they wanted a discussion on Operation Sindhu. Now, when the Prime Minister came to Parliament to speak on that, the opposition staged a walkout. They don't want to discuss issue. Let me get this very right. What Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji said today before the session was a reality check. And the opposition is uncomfortable because truth hurts. The Prime Minister made one thing absolutely clear, that for some parties, the Parliament has become a place to vent their election frustration and not serve democracy. A place where they want to prepare for next state elections, not wanting to discuss national policy. A place where they want to release their anger over a defeat and not perform their constitutional duty. And frankly, today's events proved them right within few minutes of the Lok Sabha starting. It's shameful that the Parliament had to be stalled again and the money of the taxpayers were wasted.
Okay. Very important point. Sujata Paul, why would the Congress party keep harping on this issue of SIR and vote chori, given that it's not really giving you any electoral dividends? We saw what happened in Bihar, before that, of course, Maharashtra and Haryana. Clearly, people seem to be wanting you to raise issues that affect them, and this may not be one of them.
Paul, let me register my annoyance also at the fact that you are saying that Congress party is not on board as far as discussion on SIR is concerned, and then you are asking me a question on why we are talking about SIR. So let's not create that impression. We are all on the same page, but it is utterly shameful that the dramatic Prime Minister of a democratic nation tells people not to do drama in Parliament, because let's remember, the spirit of a parliamentary democracy resides in the Parliament. The party in power has the government, but those who are in the opposition are there to make sure that the government is accountable, answerable to the people of this nation. But for the Prime Minister, clearly, questions are drama. He wants everybody to remain quiet. On the one hand, he shows a total lack of seriousness when he says that the arrogant, that the anger should not be shown in Parliament. And then on the other, he exhibits his arrogance by telling people to remain quiet. Why is it that there is nobody ready in the government, which is a char engine ki sarkar, coming from the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, the entire government, and the Parliament also is what they want, and they do not want to discuss the SIR. They do not want to discuss the human lives being lost. The BLOs are under pressure, and these are members of families. Why should we not be asking them questions? We know what we want, and we want discussions. That is all that we can ask for. And maybe the government will take actions as far as pollution is concerned, as far as SIR is concerned, because the speed at which the SIR is happening, and like Sagarika Ghosh just said, nobody is against the SIR. Please remember that there is no data. In 2001
Sujata Paul, you made your point. Ghanshyam Tiwari, is the concern over SIR united in terms of intensity across opposition parties, or are there cracks, as some suggest, in the opposition about who is to take the lead as far as this process is concerned, and how much each one's willing to go as far as this opposition to this process is concerned? Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Good evening, Veer Raghav and Vasudha and my fellow panelists and the viewers. There are a few important things. One, to your question. Uttar Pradesh, I'll read some names. BLO Vijay Kumar Verma, BLO Vipin Yadav, Sarvesh Kumar Gangwar, Supervisor Sudhir Kori, Sarvesh Singh, Ashish Kumar, Shobha Rani, Ranju Dubey, Kerala Anisha George, coming all the way to Gujarat, Arvind Bader, Ramesh Bhai Parmar, Dinkal Singhodawala, Usha Bain. This is the state that made the Prime Minister biological, non-biological. And prior to 2024, Prime Minister believed that he was non-biological. Post 2024 defeat, it seems the Prime Minister believes that people are non-biological. Because we are all non-biological living in Delhi, because whatever toxic air we breathe, it doesn't impact our children, it doesn't impact our elderly. We are also non-biological because we cannot think. We cannot think about the fact that 20,000 rupees per household, 10,000 per woman was given in Bihar from the day election was allowed till the point voting was happening. If you extrapolate that to the per capita income at India level, then for every family in India, wherever the vote happens, this number is going to be 25,000 rupees per person. We are also non-biological because we cannot think that a Prime Minister who called the opposition campaign in 2024 as Mujra is talking about drama while he himself changes clothes 6 times a day. His absence in Parliament makes more news than his presence in Parliament. And in the last parliamentary session, 17th Lok Sabha, there were 274 sittings of Parliament. How many sittings of parliament has happened between 2020 and 2025? The reason why the Prime Minister wants the shortest winter session without a discussion is BJP has no voice on the ground and has no voice in the parliament. They can cheer Modi, but the same Prime Minister, it's not Donald Trump that is visiting the parliament. The Prime Minister can stand
would you
up
like to respond to that? Because there have been valid points made by the Samajwadi Party spokesperson Ghanshyam Tiwari, and also Sujata Paul also pointed out this very important point. The fact that BLOs have died has also, added to the complexity of this matter. Now that it's been extended by a week, in some ways, people would say is also admission that there is load on BLOs who have not been effectively trained is what the allegation is. I know you're not from the EC, but how would you respond to a situation like that? Because many say that there needs to be a humanitarian way of looking at this.
Radhika Khera, that was to you.
Radhika Khera?
Vasudha was bringing the issue of BLOs dying, which is a genuine issue across the board, and I'll take that to the TDP spokesperson as well after you have this one. The point Vasudha was making is that why is that not considered an important enough issue to be discussed in Parliament? Go ahead.
Of course, it's an important issue, but I think they should go and speak to the Election Commission. And if they have a problem, they should immediately go to the court. They have a battery of lawyers, right from Kapil Sibal to Abhishek Manu Singhvi to many of them.
Madam, but it can also be discussed in Parliament simultaneously. What's wrong with that?
Let me show you this picture. This picture is of Akhilesh Yadav, where he is submitting his papers for SIR to the BLO. Now here he's submitting his own papers, and then he goes on to create this drama that there are issues happening. So आप अराजकता फैला रहे हैं. Then you have to walk the talk. If you are submitting, he should encourage. Now that picture, why I showed it, is responsible opposition. But they behave like an irresponsible opposition when they try to create this narrative कि सब कुछ गड़बड़ हो रही है. It is very unfortunate if people have lost their lives. But can you, or the BJP the Congress spokesperson, or the Samajwadi spokesperson, or any of you anchors, give it in writing that those deaths happened because of work pressure? Is that the investigation report that you have? Can you say it for a fact that those deaths happened because of the SIR issue? If you can give it to me in writing, we can take it forward from there.
Pattabhiram Komareddy, would you agree that there needs to be a discussion on it? Or are you firmly with the point that, look, this issue is in courts, it's before the Election Commission, what's the point in discussing it in Parliament? Because everyone who's filled the forms in a state like Tamil Nadu, including myself, have spoken to BLOs who have complained that it's an extremely difficult process, it's extremely stressful for them.
See, the Honorable Minister Kiran Rijiju had clearly stated that the government is willing to discuss on every issue and that the government is not running it. But there is a process to follow. There is a business advisory committee. There are timelines that needs to be fixed. So all that can be done, but it's not that you come on the first day itself and start playing all this, doing all this ruckus in the Parliament, trying to stall the proceedings. That's not the way. That is the reason why the Honorable Prime Minister has said, stop your dramas, come constructively. We are willing to discuss and debate. And what are their concerns on SIR? I don't understand. I'll give you 3 examples in Bihar. You take, for example, the constituency of Kishanganj, where the maximum number of deletions have happened from the voter list, and there the Congress had won with more than 12,700 votes. Can they deny it? They said maximum number of deletions are happening, and that we are losing. Then why did they win Kishanganj? And also, they also said, in constituencies where, the BJP is strong, there are no deletions. The second lowest deletions happened in a constituency called Chanpatia, and there the Congress had won. And they again said, no, they are adding votes in constituencies and trying to hijack the election. There is a constituency with the second highest
data. I mean, I understand that data is often quoted and data sometimes often becomes selective because Pattabhiram, because the Congress party will come up with data. Yes, please go on.
22 lakh votes were deleted in Telangana and the Congress won election over there.
Number of additions have happened in the voting list, and there also the Congress had won with more than
Pattabhiram and Radhika Khera, let Sujata Paul make a point. Sujata Paul, make your point, then we go to others. Sujata Paul.
Forget empathy. The BJP spokesperson has no compassion for those people who have died. And she's questioning as to whether we have any proof of suicides having happened or BLOs under pressure, when we are seeing videos, when we are seeing families coming out and saying that their family members were under pressure of carrying out this SIR and submitting it in a hurry. And the fact of the matter is that when the Election Commission is conducting this nationwide SIR, isn't it necessary for the government also to look into this matter when such a huge kind of problem has occurred, when so many people are raising questions on the SIR? And as far as the Telugu Desam spokesperson is concerned, he's really off the mark. We are not discussing what has happened in the SIR in Bihar. We are talking about why it has happened and why is it that the nationwide SIR cannot be done.
Ghanshyam Tiwari, I have a simple question to ask Ghanshyam Tiwari. As a regional party like the Samajwadi Party, and as someone who's tracked regional parties, some would argue, Ghanshyam Tiwari, that a party like the DMK or the left or the TMC, more the DMK or the left in a state like Tamil Nadu or Kerala and the Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh has the grassroots presence to ensure fairness in the exercise. The reason why they are opposing the SIR process is because they are perhaps the beneficiaries of bogus voters. That's why they are opposing the process. How would you respond to that?
Well, first and foremost, the unempathetic comment of BJP spokesperson and TDP spokesperson is synonymous with a non-biological prime minister. I will read the suicide note. If you just Google, if you Google Sarvesh Singh, please Radhika ji, I did
Okay,
not
Radhika, I'm coming to you. Radhika, I'll give you time. Radhika, I'm coming to you. Yeah.
Radhika, we'll come to you in just a bit. As soon as Ghanshyam Tiwari is over, you'll get your time.
Radhika, I'm just coming to you.
You have to stop him from that.
Go ahead, Ghanshyam.
If your
We're
viewers
coming to you in just a bit. Ghanshyam Tiwari, please continue.
If your viewers Google Sarvesh Singh, the man wrote a suicide note seeking forgiveness from his 4 daughters, saying that I am unable. This was yesterday in Uttar Pradesh, double engine, 4 engine, 6 engine government. When a government has become so cruel that it will say nobody died due to lack of oxygen, no laborers died in the COVID lockdown, nobody is dying. The video note is there from this person crying, right? And the spokesperson can come.
Let's get a reaction from Radhika. Radhika, UP has a BJP government. Gujarat has a BJP government. Clearly, this is just not happening in states that are ruled by opposition parties. And also, the ECI has extended the time for SIR, which is also an admission that the process is a little complicated for BLOs, isn't it?
Let me remind the Indi Latbandhan. Am I audible? Because I'm speaking there. I'm unmuted.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
So let me
yes.
remind the
Go ahead.
Indi Latbandhan spokesperson. I have no empathy and sympathy for the Congress and the Samajwadi Party because they are rumor mongers. And I will repeat it again. And I started by reply when you asked me about those deaths that there should be no deaths. My sympathies with the family and we condole the deaths. And nobody should be dying. We should not be losing even one citizen over any reason. But if they want to twist and turn, that's the habit that they have. And this is the reason why people are keeping them out of the assembly as well as Lok Sabha. आप ये करते रहिए, झूठा narrative is going to come back to you. And having said that, I will repeat it again. Yes, maybe a suicide note we got day before yesterday. But how can, like, even during Corona, if you remember, Vasudha, they tried that oxygen की कमी से हो रही है, पर बाद में पता चला that those deaths happened because there were comorbidities and lots of other things. Even at that time, they created a narrative, a false narrative. End result, they still ended up losing the election. And when you talk about, I respect what the TDP spokesperson said, let me also add, 22 lakh votes were deleted in Telangana. Congress went on to win that state. That time, Election Commission ko to taaliyan bajayi ja rahi thi. And if there are discrepancies, go to the court, na. Rahul Gandhi does not want to give an affidavit. Their battery of lawyers want to prove that Lord Ram does not exist, but they will not go to court against the Election Commission. What the Supreme Court said for SIR, it was there for
you are
everyone.
asking a question. Let me ask a question to Pattabhiram Komreddy and then get final reactions from each of you very, very briefly. Pattabhiram Komreddy, isn't this an issue that should not be one being debated between political parties, instead one that should have all political parties equally concerned about it? The question that's repeatedly being raised is, why is the government defending this process when there are doubts being raised about it?
I've in my previous remarks, I've clearly stated that there should not be any doubts on the entire exercise. And that's the reason why I've given you so many examples. If they have still further any complaints, they can go to the Election Commission. And the second thing is, yes, every party is concerned about the workload or the pressure or the stress that the BLOs are facing, and that's the reason why Election Commission had extended the time till December 11th. And if that is not sufficient, it can be extended further. We don't want anyone to, lose their lives because of pressure. We are all very concerned, and that's the reason why Election Commission had also extended the time. We are all for it.
Okay.
And the second thing is all this drama.
Right.
Yeah, I'm again saying all this drama that the entire opposition is playing in Parliament is because they don't have any issues in hand. They don't have any issues. They are totally bankrupt of
Okay.
issues. They don't have anything
Okay,
to raise.
so-
They
Sujata
just
Paul
want to
wants
stall
to
the
respond.
Okay,
Parliament.
yeah, Mr. Pattabhi, we understand your point. Closing remarks from all of you. I would like to ask Radhika Kheda, I believe that you are in a position of strength. You've had back-to-back electoral victories. Then why not have a discussion on SIR and say all that you're saying right now? Because clearly the Parliament is a better platform for people to get acquainted with what is on them. Clearly the government
brief
in some ways is also acting pricey or acting tough. This is something that you can agree with.
Vasudha, like I said in the beginning, in the previous session, the opposition asked for discussion on Operation Sindoor. The Prime Minister was there in Parliament. Why did they stage a walkout? This is because they are not displaying courage. This is a fear of facts, because debate will expose the weakness of the opposition and the disruption hides it, which is why they don't want any Parliament to function for 11 years. For 11 years, and then they will cite
Sujata
examples
Paul,
of Arun Jaitley.
final comments from you. Sujata
Yes,
Paul,
in a
final comments from you.
democracy, yes, in a democracy, any exercise of this massive scale must not be conducted without public consultation, parliamentary debate. And here there are only two people who decide everything. And I take strict exception to the fact that the BJP spokesperson was talking about COVID. Why have the pictures of the Prime Minister disappeared from the COVID certificates now? Because there are questions raised on the vaccines. Now, the BJP spokesperson and the Telugu Desam spokespersons are both saying, don't doubt. Why is it that you expect everybody to remain quiet but not answer questions? There is a parliament here, and this parliamentary
Why did
session
you
is
walk
going
out
to be
during
the
Operation
shortest 15 days, because you do not want to debate, because you're running away from questions and accountability.
Okay, we leave that conversation right here because it will be picked up back again outside of Parliament, if not inside Vasudha tomorrow. Thanks to all our guests for joining us here.